The Kampala office of the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights was established in 2006 to focus on the human rights situation in conflict-affected areas in North and Eastern Uganda, but was later expanded to the rest of the country. On February 9th, the mandate of the UN Human Rights Office effectively ended 3 years after Uganda last renewed it. A government letter dated February 3rd said Uganda is not renewing the mandate because there is prevailing peace, the country has strong human rights institutions and a civil society that can monitor, promote and protect human rights. But human rights groups are protesting the decision.
For the last couple of years, we are aware that Uganda's civil society has been weakening. The civic space has been shrinking. And increasingly, we are also aware that the Uganda Human Rights Commission's capacity has also grown less and less. Now it is the time to rebuild that.
In February 2021, after Uganda's general elections, Bobi Wine, the leader of the opposition National Unity Party platform, delivered a petition to the UN Human Rights Office in Kampala. The petition was to protest human rights abuses and abductions of his supporters in the run-up to and after that year's presidential election won by longtime President Yoweri Museveni. Journalists covering the petition were beaten up in front of the office. Speaking to VOA, Wine says the abductions continue. He says the party does not have any trust in the National Human Rights Commission office to deliver justice to victims and their families.
I'm not surprised, and I don't think any Ugandan should be surprised. That is General Museveni's modus operandi. Whenever he's called to account in regards to human rights violations, he will react in a rather ominous way.
Reacting to the closure, the US ambassador to Uganda said citizens must ensure human rights are respected.
There are many, many ways to protect those rights. They can be enshrined in law, but we have to uphold the law, and we have to hold security forces and elected officials and those in executive positions. They have to be accountable when individuals' rights are violated.
The Ugandan government says despite the closure of the Kampala office, it will continue its cooperation with UN human rights officials through their headquarters or their permanent mission in Geneva. Halima Athumani for VOA News, Kampala, Uganda.